Okay guys, for this project you're going to need a lot of supplies. Your air dry clay, a roller, needle tool, circular object, acrylic paint, sponge, Sharpie, and a piece of string. Start by cutting out some Christmas designs that you want to put on your air dry clay. For this project we're going to be using the resist technique, meaning where you put the paper cutout on top of the ornament and paint around it. Once you have your ornament cut out, set it aside and pull out your air dry clay. Divide up your air dry clay into 4 separate sections. You don't need all of it for this project, you don't need all of it for one ornament, so just use as much as you feel like you need. Set the rest of the clay aside, putting it back in the bag so it doesn't dry out. Then use the roller found in your bin and gently roll across the clay. The air dry clay is very forgiving, so just kind of continue to pick it up, roll it out until you have about a 1/4 inch thickness, which is about the same as your pinky. Once you have the correct thickness, take your circular object, making sure it's large enough to fit your ornament, and press down. I'm using a roll of tape, but a glass would be a great idea for cutting out your ornaments, or even a cookie cutter if you have one. Pull off the extra, and then use the needle tool found in your clay bin to trim the edges. Be careful, the needle tool is sharp. So just trace along the outside edge, pulling away any excess clay that you might have. Once you've finished cutting out your ornament and cleaning up your area, use the damp sponge to gently wipe away any roughness around the edges. Be sure not to hold the clay too hard, but gently so you don't leave any dents or fingerprints. Then when you're finished, place the ornament on top of the sponge and gently poke a hole for your ribbon later on. Once your clay has hardened after 2 days, you're ready to start painting. Take your sponge, or take a damp sponge and gently dip it on top of the ornament. That little bit of water will help your paper cutout adhere to the clay. Then take that same sponge and dip it in your acrylic paint. Dab all along the outside of your paper cutout. You can use 1 color or 2 colors. Here I'm using red and gold. While the paint is still wet, use the needle tool to gently lift the paper cutout, and you should see your design appear. Gently wipe away any paint that's gone on the inside, and there you have your ornament. You have the option of tracing the outside edge with a Sharpie if you'd like. I leave it up to you. But once the paint is dry, use a piece of string. I use the needle tool to help push it through the ornament. And then tie it in a nice bow. And there you have your air dry clay ornament. Good luck, Merry Christmas, and let me know if you have any questions.